Hello, hey, hi, hi. It's been a while since I did Q&A. I said, let me do one. I had I was watching somebody's tarot who's a guy. Anyway, I'm just happy that everybody has their own little thing. What's up, Gigi? You know what? I think I've been trying to email you, Gigi, and for some reason it don't work. Like maybe I did something wrong. If you could just I'm doing fine. How about you? I've been trying to email you back and stuff. Like it's as if it goes wrong or something. And I'm like, but you and I've been emailing each other. We have. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, um, if you could, like, shoot me your email again, because it was something I was trying to tell you, and it wouldn't go through. I'm like, what the fuck? I know I ain't like crazy. I knew how to send an email since I was like 10. So, y'all, I got some stuff that was out. I'm gonna talk to y'all about it. Um, if you got a question, you can just go ahead and drop them. I got you. So the first pile is a Ten of Wands, the Fool card, and the Magician. Okay, cool. Now, what's something y'all notice about them? They're all ones and zeros. All of them are ones and zeros. Like pattern, it's a pattern too with all of them. Like y'all I literally and it came out. Ooh, ain't even gonna lie. Magician, yeah. With the full 10, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, GT on point. What's up, Derek? Hey. This right here is just, y'all, this is Matrix also. Like, look at the ones and zeros. This is the Matrix. Like, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Now, this came out with it in reverse. So, okay, pile number 2. Now, y'all, keep up with how it looks. Now, you notice there's 2 major arcanas and 1 just regular tarot card, right? Now, just look at the pattern. I'm going to hold this up. Pile number 2. 1 arcana, two arcanas. It's just 1 in reverse, 1 upright, and a wand. This was in upright. You seen the pattern? I was like, what's with the patterns, Lord? So something, no matter how it look, it is what it is. I'm gonna tell somebody right. No matter how it look, it is what it is. Now the ones that came out with it is jealous. Something about being jealous. The word around. And we got names. So we're gonna talk about that. And look at the last pile. Another wand, just in reverse, 8 of wands in reverse. With a lot of people wouldn't call it ace major, but it is. Something about 10 10 for pile number 1. So something's complete, but someone's a complete idiot as well. I ain't gonna lie, Laura. My apologies. Pile number 2, something about 211. Pile number 3, something about 118 or 811. So y'all got questions? Go ahead and drop them. I'm just gonna do this here. So if you wanna, you can pick 1, 2, or 3. Pile number 1, we're gonna talk about it. Everybody should know 10 of Wands is a lot of loads, carrying a lot of burdens. This sounds like somebody, free spirit, loving person went on and thought they could, conquer the world. But they got the Magician at least. Maybe they was studying magic. We got Chongo Shango on them, but the Fool come out right after the 10 of Wands. So 9 times out of 10, they released something, or they ditched, or they ghosted, anything like that. Somebody, something, stuff. But it was like they did it prematurely. You know what I'm saying? You look at the croc there. Someone could be in the nursing field or something about nursing. They might have left a family, 10 of Wands, because it was hard, or they are, look at that as military. But then the Magician is here. So basically this 10 is broken down in this Fool card and the 1. So if this is a family thing, the 0, they would say Alpha is 1, Omega is the O. Someone may have A blood, they don't got O blood. So not that just because you got A blood, you're Alpha as well. Because if you don't actually perform like 1, Omega, then you can't say you can't. So anyway, this sounds like a person who a family's burdened or burdened themselves. They went on a journey, Fool card, free spirit. They was very like, I can do this, I can conquer the world. This sounds like someone who's starting all over. But with Chongo Shango here to protect you in reverse, they might have left their protection. They had to be their protection after they left it. So like family, 10, something is complete, but then something started right over. So it sounds like this person is going on a journey just to find out it's their past, but they got to relive their past in their future, because it's something like, especially if you left a situation in a 10 of Wands energy, all you're going to do is relearn the same shit. So now it's whatever protection they have, not that they're not protected, but they're just going to have to go through life again over. See how that look? 0 and the 1, it come out like that. 10 came out first. Now 10 got 1 and 0, but then it comes out 0, 1. This is the matrix. This is what someone, I don't know if they understand it, but it's that. Pile number 2. Ooh, we got jealousy, and maybe people asked around about you with them names right there. It's something. Let's see. Now, the first one to come out is the 2 of Wands. So sometimes it's something about a plan, executing it right. It's the last one that came out, and then this one came out after the 2 of Wands. It also, somebody watch your temper. Ooh, you's a firecracker. Golly. Just snap, crackle, and pop everybody. Now, this could be somebody that had to stand up for themselves too, because we ain't going to deny this jealousy. Somebody probably asked around about whoever vibes with group number 2, pal number 2. We got names involved as well. You know how they say there's a list of names, sign of synchronicities. Somebody, you sound like somebody on a list, or they go check some kind of listing. Now that could be around listening. Like, ain't even gonna lie, this sounds like this a part of someone's plan? They would say, what, God's plan? Whose plan is this? The temperance in reverse, it could be necessarily someone was trying to balance things out. Look at how the 2 is. I mean, if you got 2 things, 2 situations, it could just be the fact that's just how 2 of Wands is. It's about planning. Maybe someone planted or plants, like work in the ground. Temperance, you got the M here. Someone got M's in their hand. So 9 times out of 10, you might have did some groundwork or something about a foundation. Somebody like your makeup, like you take your time, you know. Temperance in reverse though, just sounds like don't take too much time somewhere. Something about time. 2 of Wands could be planning your day, like, spending time doing this. How much time should I spend doing that? So you're not doing too much somewhere else. This could just be scheduling. This sounds like 2 as well. So Valentine's Day. Somebody is on somebody contact list. Somebody gonna call somebody like, you, what you doing? You know what? If you go out this date or whatever, somebody gonna be mad. I don't know who. It doesn't matter. That is crazy. How's somebody gonna get mad? They probably gonna see it on social media. Like, oh my God, I can't believe they together. So we got jealous, all that hate and so-called truth don't matter. You still here. Somebody keep trying to find out the truth and the lies and all that to try to find a way to like combat someone. Like, even your truth matters, group number 2, because if somebody trying to like find out everything, they got to know the truth as well to try to figure out a way. This could be that 2 of Wands, planting. Somebody literally could have been spell word here, group number 2. Jealous. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. And we got names. Let's see. Derek, Gary, Kobe, Larry, Jack. Now these things, we got food here as well. Kobe, Jack, beans, lamb, like, lambs, birds of any kind, triangles. Someone got a big forehead, and cash out. Oh, thank you. Oh, Goddess of the Waves, what's up? This is I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody you may look like you're going through, but that's a part of the plan too. And then somebody gonna see you like, oh my God. That would happen when you jealous and shit. Group number 2. I know that's right. They gonna see you. Oh my God. It's like, I'm be shocked too when I see you, because ain't nobody knew that was gonna happen. It sounds like somebody should just mind their business, group number 2. Ain't even gonna lie, don't get mad. It's something about don't get angry. You had a good day. Good. This is group number 2, and you get number 2 Wands. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a 2-on-2. Somebody trying to do a 1-on-1. Somebody, now you need somebody else to fight him, them, him, her, they, because this could have been people who I just want to win no matter what. Look at the trophies. This could be someone trying to say they fair and they ain't fair not one damn lick. They gotta go to the rule book, the handbook and stuff to make sure somebody, because with the jealous card, group number 2, this is serious. with the jealous card, all that hate and so-called truth don't matter, you still here. This is someone who will study the roots they did, the plants they planted, the seeds and all, leads right back to them. And they could be trying to make it lead to you. Like, you don't have nothing that you might have had a past with them. Y'all was it's some evidence that y'all was rocking with each other at one point in time, blah blah blah, but that's it. That relationship been over. Somebody keep trying to make it come back to life. Give me the power, I beg of you. Like, oh, shut up. Something about friends forever, Jimmy. Oh, no. Nope. So group number 2, that's what that is. Just be mindful. Don't get mad. Get glad. Clean it up with Orbit White. Zip it in a Ziploc bag. Do something. Because somebody probably did a Ziploc bag magic. People love doing Ziploc bags, freezer bags, and put it in the damn freezer. I mean, who don't like doing that? That's just prepping for meals and things. But somebody do it on a different level. Somebody, you might want to be more cautious about who you go eat with this season. You got food here, Kobe Jack cheese. Ask them what's that macaroni and cheese got in there. What kind of cheese is that? What kind of beans is there? Jumping beans? Navy beans? What's some beans? We got birds here. You might see a lot of birds. I ain't gonna lie. Something about triangles, you should know. Kobe Jack cheese. Someone pay attention. Ask questions like, what's that? What's in this? How'd you make that? Group number 2, something about cheese. Somebody probably gonna be mugshotting. Or they gonna want a picture of you. I wouldn't. Be careful, group number 2. They mad. They heard about you through the grapevine. Ain't nothing but good news, you know what I'm saying? They was asking around. 8 of Wands. This came out in reverse though. So something about messages. All of them came out in reverse. This sounds like you should know this, but we're going to tell you. Ace of Chalice is in reverse. Or I'm going to be very discreet. Ace of Chalice with the Knave of Pentacles. Knave of Pentacles is about like getting a job. You know what? It kind of reflects group number 2. Kind of. You see this person right there? And they over here with someone. This in reverse though. Somebody was supposed to get a job. I don't know if you heard back from them. Or you was hoping they would say yes. I don't know if they said no. It might have been you didn't get a response. I guess that's their way of saying no. Also, Ace of Chalice with the Knave of Pentacles. This could be clarity that it's time for you to do your own thing. Because what you got is needed in the world. Don't nobody want to do it. You know? 8 of Wands in reverse, you could be, not understanding that message or something about your focus. You focusing on something here. It's not bringing you any clarity the way it should. It might be just time to adjust something. That's it. It's not that you don't have success. It's not that you don't understand what's going on. 8 of Wands in reverse, you get it, but you also are, the way you're going about it, it could be the distraction. This just sounds like step into the world of business because you're doing something that is needed in the world, but only you can bring clarity to it. Not everybody can make it make sense like you. This is also somebody who thinks some data is just useless. But here's the news flash. You the one that can make it put together. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was in data analysis class, and there's a student in there. as I am as well. And she was saying how, because she used to the work and everything, but here's the problem with life. A lot of y'all robots out this hole. You don't actually want to make data and certain things make sense, because even the learning that we learn, I just didn't say nothing. This is also that Eight of Wands, Knave of Pentacles, Ace of Chalice in reverse. A lot of y'all could say something, but you don't. You know when to say it, because you feel like if they don't get it, it's not meant for them to get. Obviously, that's for you. That could be what you need to know right there. Like, for example, again, getting back to it, it was she was explaining her job stuff, which sound very interesting. You know, very smart, intelligent lady. But here's the problem. How are you saying certain data is useless? You just don't know how to use it. Clear now in the study modules when we was having to learn and study, you know, the time you put in, somebody gonna try to say something is not meant to be focused on. Sometimes you don't know how to construct and put things together where you could focus on it. So in the modules of study of week 1 and 2, I was noticing how they was explaining data in the fairness of it. Sometimes, and it clearly stated, I just didn't say nothing. I'm gonna say it to y'all though. Clearly stated. Some people think something is useless. A lot of people do. They had I can't use that. I don't know what to do with that. Because you don't know what to do with that. You don't have the mind. You can't put it together. It's not meant for you. Until you learn that, everybody, you gonna understand, overstand, and understand your place on an outstanding perspective. So in the study modules, it was basically getting at you can't do that. That's also not giving data a chance to have fairness. What y'all remember how equal opportunity, you know, is fair, everybody gets a fair shot and all that. So if data is explaining the same attributes, and we are data because we are informational, we have information that comes with us, decoding, you know, people try to figure us out every day. And on top of that, it's information that comes with you when it comes to who you are, and based on information and facts. Because there's always somebody studying. Look at that. And don't that look like a blood cell? White blood cell as well, because it's in reverse. Somebody always trying to study you. That's period. This is like scientific or data science right here. So how can you say something is useless or you don't know what to do with it? Okay, you can say that. Give them the right, you know, cool. But here's the problem. If it clearly says in the study modules that you're not supposed to be like that, blood, yes. This could be somebody getting some results back. They didn't get the feedback on it. They're gonna get back to you. They're gonna get back to you. It's just it could be like other things they got going on. You waiting on your results. So if group number 3, I know what I'm talking about. if they're teaching us this information, it's clearly like I can pinpoint it, show you and all. I just, you know, trust me on it right now. If it clearly states that in the study modules and the content, how can you then go against what the content says as if you're better than that information? You were a student, you're studying it. You still have to consider those things. That's like me jumping, saying bump the orishas and stuff. I can feel that way, but understanding, overstanding, and understanding or outstanding perspectives, there's a lot of people who can show you work. Like, nah, this do work. Look at this, watch this. Or you don't have to be involved in the study group. You don't have to be involved in that actual group. It's about you observing and seeing the data for itself that comes with it and the consistency in it as well. So that's why group number 3, I'm going to just tell you this. Who cares about what they said and the information they got, because you can make it make sense. Let alone, this sounds like somebody who zoomed right through life and was not paying attention. You have a shot of paying attention to very much technical details. Eight of Wands could be you coming from a delaying stage at the point of your life, but it's also meant for you to have that delay so that you could show somebody you missed this. What about that? So you need to be very tactful. Your time, use it wisely. Don't be like them and zoom right through that shit, because obviously that's what it sounds like. I don't mean to be rude, but it sounds like that. This is not me coming for who I'm in class with either. It's just more of, I could have said something, but I decided not to. Eight of Wands in reverse. Because I knew my study and the things I'm trying to make clarity and sense of in due time. It will make sense. That's because somebody just not like, they're not you. You can't make it make sense anyway. We're on two different paths. When you learn that, you'll be fine. You can't go, they could try to follow you all they want to, but they can't get with your intellect. You can't get with theirs. And that's meant to be that way because you're supposed to be working together here. But obviously, somebody zoomed right through it and sound like somebody was trying to beat somebody somewhere. And look at this. Here's your cards. We got new test, same test, retest. Sounds like everybody learning all over again to me. Do what you need to do, group number 3, but don't be zooming through that shit. Actually look at it. Just because they said this and it made sense and whatever. And it's also something you need to learn that you accepted when you was going through, and this is like a recap. You know how we study things from the past? We might, like if we was in 8th grade, we went to 9th grade. 9 out of 10, they're going to bit and piece things from the 8th grade to just give you the overall overview of 9th grade, but to prep you for the 10th. If that happens that way, because a lot of people might have went over to a higher grade, maybe early college education or something like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of that, you miss the foundational parts of learning. I think it's very much important to stick with what they say, stick with the script, even though you might be ready for the world. But sometimes you miss out on great pieces of foundational information just because it seems like you're too advanced. And if you're too advanced at any point, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are, group number 3, if you are, that's great. First of all, I want to your intellect here, but think about it. You are advanced. So say like you still went to the 8th grade. They say you need to go to 10th grade. You coming out of like you in the 8th grade about to go to like high school, for those, you get, they're talking about you need to be in the 10th grade because you kind of bypass all that other stuff. It's like teaching you something that's not going to feed you. And that's okay as well. It sounds like schools need to, if that happens, schools need to get together and try to foundationalize a way where you still can learn through that process of foundation without skipping, but it's feeding you. It's like maybe bits and pieces, not the whole enchilada. So if you in 8th grade, for example, and they're trying to bump you to 10th because of your intellect, and they feel like, we feel in our heart it's not going to really serve you. I think it's still importante for you to get into the other foundations of that learning, because if you think about it for a second, hear me out. If you are already a dang-gone brainiac, about half of the things if they presented to you right now, you're going to be zooming right through it. That's great. Stay that way. You know how much more you're going to have? sometimes you was just okay with learning. Maybe they felt like you was gonna get bored. That's also judging your character in a way of saying, we want you to hurry and zoom through something. I think a lot of times our children, especially with that being an example, miss a lot of foundational, standpoints and attributes, all because we feel like they're meant to advance. We still need to understand, overstand, and understand or understanding perspectives that there's still a foundation and a structure of it. Not that we can't advance them, not that we can't give them challenges. I mean, do so, please. But it's still something about that foundation in which they should be, steady in a certain pace instead of just jumping them, to another foundation, which obviously they are very suitable. Because I know for a fact, this has happened before where somebody got done that way and they wasn't really ready. So sometimes it's okay, you can get bumped up and all that, promotions, promoted, whatever, but you still need to learn that foundation that was structured already, because all it's going to do is open you up even more, because you're probably going to learn bits and pieces of what they feel you already are good at on a deeper level. That's all it's going to do. It's like going into the matrix within the learning stage. Like you're not actually in the matrix. It's like you are the matrix at that point, if that makes sense. Not that you would want to put someone in, your way of viewpoint, but it'll help you understand, understand, or understand perspectives. For example, group number one, how I was saying, they was, 10 is about family completion as well. See how's a 0 and a 1? Not that they didn't have their reason of why they did what they did, because the cards are upright. So there's something positive even about the negatives. But then they end up with a 0 and a 1. So this is nothing more than saying they still had to go through, they still had to learn, just in a different format. Probably learned something else, or was in their learning stages of something new. Because of what they was in, it was giving them a lot of problems, 10 of wands, or it was very burdenful because a lot of people was putting everything off on them. So they might have had, how people call or they do certain spirituality work where simple going into something new or dropping it because it was giving them problems because they're not really getting fulfillment, and they had to go back through the process, learning stages over again. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is learning the foundation and sticking to the plans, the script. Because group number two, you got that 2 of wands. Something about the plan, the script. Something about being discreet as well, group number two. You might need to be very careful, because if this is a jealous person, you obviously get everything I'm saying to a T. You just need to watch you might get angry real fast at someone because you've been through a lot and you've been working hard. And on top of that, sign synchronicity. Somebody you journal a lot with this right here. So you 9 times out of 10, you map out your whole day, or there's something about your schedule you're gonna notice. You're gonna do a little switch up, a little change. Now, group number 3 is nothing really. It's like neutral. Like it's not really a bad thing, or this is a neutral conversation right here, or a statement, as I'm saying what I'm saying to you, because you just see, okay, I see what you're saying, but, and then you will bring out other information. So we got Matthew 6 and 2:4. Matthew 6:24 is something about choosing 2 masters. Somebody, this could be, you could say, well, that's just somebody with 2 master's degrees. Why would you attribute it to a person? You can't have 2 masters, but if you got 2 master degrees, is that a crime now? This is someone who would think like that. and then fuck around, go get it. So then it's like, you didn't think it through, did you? So Colossians 3:21. This is about the scripture of basically a child being provoked by the father. Now, if you go to Psalms 27, it talks about the mother and the father coming for the child. Because we know that happens. You know, everybody want to point fingers at dad, but mom be guilty as hell too. Okay? But that's the difference. So someone collisions, you know, a head-on collision, let's think about cars for a second, because that's really the only thing I can come up with. Head-on collision. You got collision insurance, you know, you might want to get some, because this could be somebody trying to plot and plan. Now, in the word of God, it talks about car cases. They would say caucuses in a legal attributable manner. Caucus is basically a word called in mediation for separation. So if there was a separation, but it's about to be a head-on collision, but the Colossians 3:21 talks about how someone has provoked a child because of someone who was supposed to be there. Well, in the KJ version says father. But see, I bring up Psalms 27 because some of y'all, it's both of them. So if there's this parent, that parent, or this boss, that boss, or you are getting two different levels of education, or it's something about the two that are different, and you're trying to do both. At, you know, they could kind of be conflict. It could be a conflict, is what I'm getting at, where Matthew 6:24, they would say you got to make a choice. You can't choose two masters. How? I don't understand that. This is why somebody probably did do, oh, well, master degrees. So now we're going to come at you because you got two master degrees. This is someone also trying to challenge God. Basically, the person in your life who's trying to trump you and make you feel as if you don't know what you're talking about. You too young, or you too childish with these scriptures. You don't know what you want. I know what's best for you. But yet when you go behind them and study, you didn't say everything, but you go behind them and study, because they did this to you. They had your whole life mapped out. They thought you was gonna love basketball, but you love baseball or some shit. Not that you won't go and play and do both, but somebody needs to understand, overstand, and understand, or understand perspectives. Group number 3, you can't be the all in all in somebody's life when you're not open to correction. It says it in the word as well. When we talk about Job, as a matter of fact, yeah, look at it. When we talk about it, it's in Job. Things were corrected because two people, the devil and God, wanted to use Job. So here we go. 2 Timothy 3:16. Let me read that to y'all. All scripture is God breathed and is useful. Remember how I was giving the example? Hold on. Remember how I was giving the example of someone saying something wasn't useful, but that's because you don't know what to do with it. For teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. Let me read that over. 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. So this is why somebody 3:16 ain't like the 3:16 they thought. They want to refer back to John. So God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. But then when your son rise and show you, whether that's S-U-N, your daughter, or your son, him, the little boy you thought was gonna be nothing, or whatever, or maybe you thought the world of them. You just left them to fend for themselves. However it is, I'm not saying that parent didn't have problems, and that's just life, right? So someone you also gonna understand that in the journey, and you're gonna understand that. Period. Especially look at the algorithm. You see how this in group number 2 you got the Knave of Chalice. Now group number 3 you got the Knave of Pentacle. But then group number 3 you have this chalice right next to it. Journaling is going to help you be financially stable. It's something about what you write, it comes to life. So be very much careful. You're in that. They want to say what's useful. They want to, this isn't good enough information. We don't know what to do with it. Remember, you know how they treat people with, you think they do that with people that have disabilities? Obviously they shouldn't, right? Don't we see people with disabilities have jobs and everything? So think about it like that. How can they say that something that you do or bring up isn't useful when they don't know what to do with it? Because for a lot, if you do the research behind something about medical research, number 3, because somebody could be trying to say you mental. But here's the problem. You learn from this person. This is somebody who they knew they was going to learn from you. You're going to turn around and trust them, and they're going to do you dirty because they knew that you would be the one. Somebody, you need to leave something behind here. Trust yourself. You've been trusting yourself this damn long. That's why they left. They trusted themselves, and I don't know if they ever came back or whatever. That's not the point. You are your own person. You are grown. You make your own decisions. They made their choice. Crazy part, you the type, you're learning from their life and yours. So you really got too much on your plate. But if you learn to just focus on you, because this could be the fact that you are comparing and contrasting these kinds of attributes of different lives and different ways of living and growing up. This doesn't necessarily have to be too deep either. It's just simple and plain. Like, you got certain information that somebody doesn't think is useful, but you know how to use it. But if they will get out of the way, because this sounds like God's will they're trying to bend. But this is someone who will act as if they agreed with God himself. Why they won't let you be? They play themselves. They see themselves in you. This could be them looking at little things and being fearful and allowing their fear to take over, not understanding that was a part of your test too. And then the person is still going to level up and get right the hell on out of there. And somebody, they have a sexist problem anyway. They don't like women. Yeah, I felt you in the energy. And we don't care if you trans, because somebody, you trans and you still don't like women, but you look like one. All right, so we gonna get up out of the. We good. Reason why I said that, I'm a woman. I said what I said, and you don't like it. You know how long it took women to be able to preach the word of God in the church? But then people still, you a woman, you're not supposed to. But you learn from her, and you take from her, and you act like a bitch. That's why this world about to go to hell in a Kmart cart if y'all don't quit. This y'all last fucking time. You still think you gonna fool somebody. You keep controlling her money. You keep fucking shit up where she looks like she is a bad mother. Now you mad because she don't give a fuck about your ass, or she want to date outside her race. Y'all niggas do it all the time. You fuck around. At least you gonna be faithful to him, and you know it. I remember Lauren London. I never dated a white guy. Or I don't. Okay, that's you, Miss London. When you learn that bridge, it doesn't matter which way you go. It's gonna be the same fucking thing. Let's just be real. Nipsey was all he was. Yeah, great guy. Let's hold on. Let's give it to him. Pretty sure he loved him some London. But let's just be real. His heart was in the world. That didn't mean he had been sleeping around either. You got to let somebody be themselves and care about others. That's just what their relationship was. Non-judgmental as well. So for you to give a fuck about if somebody dated a white man, everything is subjected to change. A lot of times people are mad, but it's okay. It's like it's a taboo for melanated women to date outside their race. Like, I really want to have a conversation about that. And the crazy part is a lot of women, we don't want no fucking body because, or we don't hardly do anything because everything we do, y'all case study and find something to say about it. Who has noticed that? It's a lot of case study about men in prison and jail. There's really not too many on women. It's crazy. All the damn. I got a few gnats in here. I had like a pomegranate. I should have took it out my room, y'all. I was eating it, fell asleep. Well, we are one. His heart is what exactly is. These X-Men don't. They don't. The reason why is because they know. Like, if you don't treat her right, bro, sis, if you don't treat him right, somebody else will. And you looking at it like who they look like or who that is that they are, that's the problem. But if your ass was doing right and not putting them through shit, somebody is probably it's the belief system and the way, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. So you're not subjected to suggestions. This is why your ass is in group number 3. You're going to choose group number 2. Your ass is in group number 3. What the hell you talking about? You in group number 2. It's about ownership too, group number 3. Real estate. Yeah, somebody knows. Somebody, you did what you had to do, and everybody's scared as hell about what you're going to do. Well, they should have treated you right, huh? And I would keep the fuck going. You know why? Because here's the problem. Yeah, I think it's too late now. You know, they left you in shit. Sorry, Nat. They left you in bullshit. They didn't think you was going to rise up without them. And you're going to do it right in their little monkey ass, banana slipping motherfucking face. All because they didn't want to do something so simple. Let you be. Let alone take somebody. It's secret societal. They don't like you because the way you look. But they want to give it to a woman who's half. But she's fair skinned. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it. Y'all, I have Masons in my family. Do not sit up here and play the fuck out of me and try to say I'm prejudiced when you know you fucking know. This is probably why you're gonna be by yourself. Like, you don't agree with none of that shit. And then everybody gonna be looking retarded. They want to keep you where you ain't got no choice but to make this choice. But it's still defamating your character and your integrity. And it'll alter your faith as well because of vows and oaths and shit. This is their plan. This is how they feel. This is what they feel is correct. Especially the fact you look like this, or you light skin. Well, he still don't like you. It's about the others. Crazy part, don't even get mad at it, because they come from you anyway. They did you wrong. They come from you. Group number 2, that's what you got. Harmony, Euro. Something about a hand. Yeah, I told y'all something about what y'all doing with y'all hands. Something about it. I'm going to get to it. What's the last one? Group number 3. You got Joy. Hibiscus. Yeah, somebody trying to learn from somebody. Look at that. And you got Palo Santo. We talked about Palo Santo. Oh, don't fuck up my camera now, bitch. Palo Santo. It came out sideways. Why you keep watching then? You don't want to worry about the outcome. Line on your income. Yeah, skull cap. Stillness, number 47. Something about Saturn. Somebody need to sat down. Some goddamn where. Dandelion, wounded healer, 53. So something about Sekhmet as well. So yeah, Sekhmet, science, Simon, Theodore, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Something about the mediator. It's that. And here they go, acting like you don't understand. Now, I bet you they will when your ass up out of here. I think you're going to leave everybody, whoever you is. Why everybody keep trying to play you like that? Everybody. Funny, I had me a little dream. I already know. Somebody fast and pack light. Fuck it. 4 of Swords, no action, movement. Something ain't moving. Somebody, it's something about birth. Somebody gonna lose something. I hate to say it, because this is God's way of saying, look, you can't be fucking with somebody and they ain't fucking with you. I will take everything that you care about. King of Cups, emotionally mastery. Damn, look at that. And it's a child right there. Somebody gonna miss their fucking opportunity. The 4 Cups. Damn, 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups in between the King of Cups. Because something about an offering, or they was made an offer. Missed opportunities, bored. This could have been something about somebody's childhood, or there's some kind of childlike energy where somebody was playing with you and treating you just like a child. King of Cups, understanding, psychic, intuitive feeling. You had a feeling something went right as well. You was getting prepared for it. Something about this suit and tie. 4 of Swords, stagnation. So due to this, somebody just gonna miss their opportunities. They gonna keep missing them. They keep putting in something. Yeah, 2 of Coins, Ace of Coins. Somebody, you went from a 2 to an ace. Basically, you kind of got tired of people trying to breadcrumb you. Behind that is a 3 of Coins. Something about 3, 2, 1. So this was a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Somebody missed opportunities. It's like somebody gave someone like ultimatums or something, like, here. They don't learn from the past. 3 coins in reverse. Uncommitted, doing it by themselves, or wanted you to do this by yourself or feel alone. They was breadcrumbing you, only giving you this and that and the third. Something about hoping you would adapt to it. Back and forth. They did this with another person. Now they trying to say they made you an offer. you wouldn't take it or you don't want to listen. It sounds like that stupid shit because then the Four of Cups is right here. It sounds like this is how they trying to say, not learning, you don't learn, and you not trying to do. Yeah, the devil right behind the Three of Coins, unhealthy patterns. This is somebody who would just continue to be that way. Something about 3, 2, 1, and then 4. Bored, dissatisfaction, unmotivated, depression, weary. This is you. Something about don't faint. Daddy's little girls. Something about what Paul said. The sin is giving up. Somebody don't. Something about who's this King of Cups? Highly intuitive. There's somebody who they was looking at you. They are. But this Four of Swords, there's no action or movement. Somebody wants someone to have a stillbirth. Something about stillness, skull cap, wounded healer, dandelion. Or they're hoping for someone not to be able to produce and have a baby. Yeah, high priest, priestess, I'm telling you, it's there. Somebody doesn't want somebody to be able. Somebody, you know this too. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is what they got going on. Palo Santo 55. Something about 255. Guardian. Palo Santo is sideways. Because you can't help somebody, they acting like they don't know what you're talking about. All that bullshit. But they over here happy as shit. Somebody, no, I'm happy. And then we got Palo Santo coming out sideways. And it says Guardian. It's something about somebody, I guess they trying to say they guard things or they're a guard dog is what they need to know. They think it's they don't like the position they in. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Change up, adapt. Yeah, it's something about that 2 of Coins, adapting to it. This says adapt, 5 of Swords, and then we have the truth. You see this? It sounds like that's the King of Cups. You see what they wearing? So I'm going to end it. We ain't got no cues. The Moon. Releasing fear, anxiety, hearing and trusting intuition. Something's about to be unveiled. Someone literally the Moon in here. 10 of Swords, the final chapter. Yeah, something go. It's over. Rock bottom. Backstab, divorce, breakup, failure. Somebody going through it. Solar eclipse. Big changes is coming. About 6 months. Find your inner truth. Catalyst for change, transformation, cosmic trigger, and beginnings. Somebody just wants someone on their ass to say, ha ha, see, I told you. And then don't be mad. Gonna be mad as hell when they see where you at. Because something about this, hear that child again. We got Daredevil. Somebody you gonna test your own, or you gonna do something on your own. And then we got this World, and then the 3 of Wands. Yeah, they want to stop my little video. You gonna get tired of sitting there. Somebody jealous. They stop my video. They jealous. You're going to get tired of sitting there. Or somebody, that's what happened. You tired of sitting there. Now you just a memory. 6 of Cups. Hating ass bitch. Then you shouldn't have been talking shit. And then the right behind it is Empress. Who cares? Shouldn't have been fucking around. Peace, love, and healing. They probably right behind the screen rebuking everything I said. But who gives a damn? Treat somebody right with your little stupid corny ass. Probably a fucking air sign. Peace, love, and healing. And I'll see y'all next time. Earth sign too. Weird ass bitch. Peace.